What's going on, Scorpio gang? Hope all is well with you guys. To my Scorpio kisses, I love. Listen, we go together real bad, but not just that. Like, it's giving twin flame. It's really giving twin flame on both ends. Like, I fucks with y'all. Like, period. Okay. To my return OG subscribers, what's poppin', what's good? To my newly subscribed, welcome. Thank you for allowing the channel to continue to grow. I really appreciate that shit. This is a Scorpio affair, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Anywhere you got Scorpio placements in your chart, grab your boo, your hookah, your blunt, your spliff, your cat, your dog. Okay. Your good book, whatever it takes, Scorpio, to stay tapped in on these fools around us, like we always do around about this time. If you should see an ad of mine, let it play for a minute or so your girl can get all the credit from YouTube. If you like a personal reading with me, you need to be a part of the members only community. We love to have you over there. Catch me on a live or when I'm running a special. Everything else you need to know about me will be in the description box below. To all you rock stars who like, share, subscribe, donate to the channel, leave kind words of encouragement. Thank you. I love you guys so much. To Michelle, who left me that large super chat yesterday. Listen, y'all. I keep trying to tell y'all, when God tell you to move, be obedient, it's not for me. God speak to the heart of men. Here I am extending something to y'all from God. Y'all think y'all blessed in me, and somebody come on that same video and bless me with $1,050 super chat. Come on, bro. I'm not begging y'all for shit. I promise you that. God told me what I told y'all, just like I tell y'all in these fucking cards. I ain't here to play games with y'all and maneuver y'all. I keep telling y'all, I've been saying this shit the whole while I've been on tarot, and I've been saying it my whole life. God is in charge of promotion. Not YouTube, not the fucking algorithm. I'm off the algorithm. Take me off the fucking algorithm. I say that all the time. That 1,050 took me straight off the algorithm. You know how many videos somebody have to do to make that money on YouTube? Come on, bro. I'm telling you, you can't size people up by their numbers. I've been telling y'all, God said, stop watching the numbers. Watch the flock. Stop watching the numbers. Worry about the flock. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? Let's get into it, because I'm telling you, man. Woo. Every time he show up like that in Scorpio life, that's why people be mad. It be public. It be public for everybody to see how God move. Who am I talking to? You keep worrying about the wrong thing. You keep worrying about the numbers. You keep worrying about what they say about you. God say, focus on the mission. Focus on your destiny. Focus on your healing. Focus on your sobriety. Okay, I heard this again, so I'm just going to say it, okay? To all the girls, young girls that were raped, I'm sorry. I'm also hearing that's an evil energy. That's a spirit. This goes way back far as I just heard who wrote the book. Yeah, I'm hearing rape is a spirit. It's an energy. I'm also hearing it flows through the book. It flows through the book. The book is the Bible. Yeah, that evil energy. Do y'all know the Bible is the #1 seller in the world even to this day? To this day. Do you know even Satanists, atheists, I don't care what religious background you come from, you read the Bible. That's witchcraft. It's no way around the Bible. I don't care who you are. Who am I talking to? Everybody was supposed to experience the Bible at one point in their life. But you were supposed to experience something else too. Listen, they said but between the ages of 12 and 33, Jesus went to Egypt. He learned their ways, whatever their religion was, how they were able to do whatever they did. He went to Tibet he traveled everywhere and learned things about spirituality. He didn't just stay stuck in the Bible. Wasn't no Bible. He didn't just stay stuck on one thing. Man-made Christianity, guys. A lot of evil flow through the Bible. I'm hearing Ephesians 6. I don't know if it's 6 and 5 or 6 and 15. 6 and 5. Ephesians 6 and 5. I'm hearing something here about a slavery. Like this rape. I'm also hearing a virgin only means a young woman. I don't know who that's for. And I'm also hearing that's why a lot of young women got raped all through history, I'm talking about even back in Jesus' days, coming on this way after they wrote the Bible and all that. The Bible is full of rape. I'm also hearing we take almost 9 or 10 generations of traumas onto us in this life. A lot of people don't remember it, but a lot of people do. That's why a lot of people are on drugs. That's why a lot of people are, committing suicide. This thing is real. I keep hearing the evil flows through it. You know how they say the river flows through it? It's a lot of evil energy surrounded by the Bible. I keep hearing, okay, so I'm hearing who wrote the Bible, because all the disciples, they just said all the disciples were illiterate. The Three of Pentacles and the Empress on the split deck. I'm hearing they couldn't read or write. I'm also hearing the Bible was wrote way after the disciples were gone. Jesus was gone. The Hangman, yeah. I'm telling you, you never know. The Hangman, listen. Somebody, whoever I'm talking to, you had a shift. You saw something, God showed you something where you just can't. It ain't that you don't believe the Bible no more, but I got to research. Somebody got to dig deeper. And it's killing you because I was a Christian. I grew up in Bible study, Bible camp, Bible revival, close and shut in. Who am I talking to? So it's a struggle for you to even think about this type of shit. You really warring with yourself about it, but I'm hearing somebody having a split. Somebody coming into their existence, their real existence. Who am I talking to? Yeah, I'm hearing you got 9 generations of rape and slavery on you. That's why you got raped. And I'm also hearing that's not a slavery thing. That's an energy thing. I'm hearing the evil flows through the book. You know the book, the one that they made the slaves read continuously. The book that they gave us to stay docile and stay slaved up and, keep your hand on the plow type shit. I was talking about this yesterday. I'm telling y'all, this meditation is almost taking me the fuck out. It's almost taking me literally out. I can't even believe the shit that I'm being shown. So that brings me back to virgin, not meaning you never had sex. It's just you're a young woman. Yeah, I'm here now. That's always been the commodity, divine feminine, the young woman, the flower, the bloom, the flower of life. See what I'm saying? See how spirit be? Go check that video out. I'm telling you, 8888, that wasn't for me. The 888 wasn't for me. That sizable donation was for me. You see where I'm going with that? It just, everything we thought was one way is another way. But if you don't believe it, what I'm saying is the way you going now, it ain't working. So try that way and see what happened, and then show yourself approved by saying, okay, what just happened here? Meaning assess it. Show yourself approved. Who am I talking to? This shit ain't rocket science. They keep showing me Ephesians 6:5. Somebody put in the chat what that is. I'm also, listen, they dealing with me about this slavery. I don't know why. Harriet Tubman, remember I did a video about her? I've been drawn to that show, on that movie on Netflix. I watch it over and over and over and over like a crazy person, like I lived in them times, but I didn't have to. God is telling me you got 9 generations of trauma on you. Hell, Harriet Tubman might have been my auntie or my distant cousin. I don't know. God said in Egypt, those weren't slaves. He said the Egyptians were not slaves. He said they fed them. They gave them water. He said if they broke a bone, they tend to them. So imagine that. They even had medical insurance. Who am I talking to? Who can't expand their mind enough to for real understand what God been trying to tell us all along? Who been doing something, going with something all day life that was given to them? When we born, we given our name, and 9 times out of 10, you taking on whatever religion your family got already. By the time you get old enough to make your mind up about religion, it's already culture now. I do it because I do it and my family do it. And my family did it. And not only that, God is telling me I got 9 generations on me that did it. People I don't even know, but they my ancestors. That's who's showing up. Look what's on the bottom of the egg. Young women always been I'm telling you, if they didn't make laws about fucking children, men would be having sex with 11 and 12-year-old girls. My grandmother's mother had 12 children. She got married when she was 12 to a grown man. It's the evil that flowed through the book. Who am I talking to? You, in other words, you were never safe. You were never safe. My bad, y'all. My incense went out and they told me to light incense. If y'all notice, for a time, I stopped burning incense. Because, see, incense, my spirit team told me incense are for you to ward off spirits or be able to see spirits in the room and check the energy. When I'm burning incense, I'm looking at the pattern of how it's burning. Sometimes it goes straight up like that. When it goes straight up like that, I know it's a lot of spirits in here. It's a lot of energy. But when it just, go like a normal one do, see how it's doing? It's a lot of spirits in here. It's going straight up like that. I know they be in here, but it's mostly my spirit team. But it seemed like the more I've been meditating, man, this meditating is y'all, listen, try it. Try it. Yeah, I'm hearing rape and plunder. I just heard that, rape and plunder. So young women all throughout generations and generations have been raped and plundered, sold off. Rape all through the Bible, incest, like it's the evil that run through the book. It drives people's energy. People, they do different things with the Bible. They do different rituals with the Bible. People do evil with Bible scripture. Why? Because the evil flows through the book. Who wrote the book? Years after the slaves that were illiterate, who couldn't give account for it, who wrote the book? What's the messages? First energy you pulling out is the Empress. And then you got the Four Wands in reverse. I'm telling y'all, it's being exposed. All that energy about, what going on behind closed doors, stay behind closed doors. Somebody's house upside down right now. You're really like experiencing all the traumas of 9 generations of rape and slavery, rape and plunder. That's why you keep looking for Tyrone. That's why, that's why you keep searching for somebody to love you instead of rape you. You ain't been through no bad shit. But 9 generations of it already happened, and you toting it now. Some people don't come back from that shit. You could be an empress. I'm hearing this ain't no respecter of people. Stop letting people tell you you were a slave. Stop letting people tell you you rode over here in a boat. I was born here in Daytona Beach at Halifax Hospital. Yeah, am I a descendant of slaves? Probably. But were they slaves? I don't know, because they telling me the Egyptians had medical insurance. If they broke a toe or a bone, a doctor came and saw about them. Every day they made a wage, and they ate and they fed them and they watered them. That sounds like a job to me. It sounds like the same underpaid jobs we go to every day just to barely pay our bills. I'm also hearing too, the people that built the pyramids, they were elect people. You could say they wanted us to think they were slaves. No, they could have been some of the 144,000 is what I heard. They could have been the chosen. Because if you chosen, you had to come from generations of chosen. Then you don't just plop out of nowhere. Just like y'all who have that long lineage in voodoo, hoodoo, whatever it is. And then I'm hearing like, the reason why they killed a lot of witches, I've been channeling that too. The reason why they would burn witches and warlocks at the stake is because you were giving somebody else a glimpse into what you were saying and not what they made law. So in other words, you saying to these people, if you could do this, if you can do a spell to make your situation better, with this, and this, as opposed to reading this Bible telling you cursed if you do this, you cursed if you do that, you go into hell. And then they telling you what, obey your slave master, keep your hand on the plow type shit. It's like, what the fuck is going on? I'm not a fucking slave, but see, they've given us this program where we actually do believe that. That's why we work so hard, and we work so hard for things. And you got a lot of people who work so hard and all they can do is pay their bills. That's because you were chosen. That's why you feel like you struggling. That's why you feel like your house upside down, because you in the program. This is really who you are. Who am I talking to? You've always been the commodity, beloved. You've always been the flower. You've always been the flower of life. The Four Wands with the divine feminine energy seem to always stay in, what's the word I want to say? It's always, it feel like to me, what you Scorpio with this, it's like an inferior type thing. It's jealousy again. It's envy. It's all those things, because what you got to understand is the people who wrote the lie, they know it's a lie. You feel me? But they see you operating in a lie and it's working. It's doing just what they intended for it to do. You believe whatever it is. Whatever you believe, they know that it'll happen. So what's going on with you is we sacrifice our divine feminine energy, always trying to make this thing square up. 9 generations of trauma. 9 generations of, slaves, all us sleeping in one house, on the floor, on a cot. Hearing the other ones getting raped while we're in the bed, they laying by their husbands, but their husbands can't say nothing or they'll be killed. People coming in and dragging slaves out and they never come back. When they get in the cotton fields in the morning, that person just gone, and you know better than to ask. Because I'm hearing anybody that ever asked, you know they did. They got scars here, they got stripes on their back. You never were able to build a house no matter how royal you are. No matter how ranking you are, no matter how privileged you are, you never got a chance to really see that energy because you got 9 generations of trauma that you wear. The reason you look like this is because something had to give. I can't look like what I've been through. Even though this ain't my life, it's my reality. Some people remember this. That's why you smoke a lot. That's why we say, what would make somebody wrap their mouth around a crack pipe? 9 generations of trauma that you remember. So they knew that, if they gave us this tag and gave us this book that evil flowed through, they knew that it'll be certain things in life we'd always fight for. And all those things that we always fight for are nothing but distractions. Know what I just heard? I just heard language was the biggest barrier for people not to come together. For people not to exchange knowledge. I'm hearing like it's just certain things God didn't do. You can't keep saying God about certain things because it's wrote in the Bible, y'all. I'm just being serious. It's so contradictory. It's wrote like Shakespearean like. They call it parables, but I call it fuckery. I call it them just giving you a program to live by. Hook, line, and sinker. But what I'm hearing is Spirit is telling me it's evil energy that run through that Bible. Yeah, look at the lovers in reverse. That's perversion. The house in reverse. The lovers in reverse. Because your first love is your daddy or your uncle. That flower of life is being broken, fucked up from 9 generations of rape, men you don't even know. Your slave master, one of the hands. Hell, you could have even been getting raped inside the house with the slaves, with all the other slaves. This could be your trauma. That's why you can't find love. That's why your house ain't a home. Because you're still looking for this. You still in the program. God said it ain't the Matrix. He said the Matrix what they gave us to simulate what it is. But it's a program. He said you got to reprogram. Meditation is reprogramming the fuck out of me. It need to reprogram. Look at my mouth. You. Alright, so yeah, I'm getting at a lot of incest here. I can't make this shit up. I'm sorry. And y'all got it's a lot of dark witches and warlocks I heard in the spirit because their ancestors weren't able to practice. Or the ones that were able to practice, they got killed at the stake because they got caught. So you got people who are not in the program and they choose to practice witchcraft. The moon. But see, the moon represents a lot of unknowns. That language barrier, us not being able to communicate with people who actually speak the language, not translate it. See what I'm saying? A lot of things in this book got lost in translation is what I heard. And being that if somebody that's Arabic that can't speak English and somebody English don't speak Arabic, then there's really no authenticity of them relaying what they're trying to say to me. You understand what I'm saying? Because once they put it in English form, you've changed the entire story. Who am I talking to? Did y'all know it was Bibles predated that's actually written on cowhide like skin, dried skin? They be showing me all kind of shit, y'all. I promise you. When I go into meditations, I don't know where I'm going and I don't know what's going to happen. But it's happening. Let's get one more here. The Three of Swords in reverse. Scorpio, that's why you're born under the sign of Scorpio too. That's why you are ruler over the sexual organs. Okay. I can't make this shit up. You're able to look like this even though you're going through this. It's almost as if Source is saying you're doing the same thing but backwards. Does that make sense? Meaning your ancestors got burned at the stake for trying to practice their religion or their spiritualism or whatever this is. So they never were able to see fruition of what it is they wanted to practice. And they say, here you are, you sit on one thing all your life for the rest of your life and not even try to practice or see anything else other than what the program has given you. Your ancestors are saying, if you would just step out on faith, real faith, if you would stop worrying about bills, finding love, processing, transmuting, that type of energy. Energy is energy. We ain't got no energy to waste, Scorpio. We need all of it for the healing journey that we continuously stay on. We do. This is, you know, even when you die, you will still be healing. God is saying if you give up this program and this, you know, stinking thinking and think something else. God said, I just want you to think something else. I want you to think something else and be able to come back and say, you know what? That ain't it. That's some bullshit right there. That's what he wants you to do. And God said, the more you do that, the more you walk into this unknown, the more she gonna show up. But this time it won't be, you know, thank God I don't look like what I've been through type shit. Is this what it is? And this what your next generation is. That's what they talking about when they talking about generational curses. They ain't talking about no, you know, your mama was molested and your mama. They talking about shit that happened way before the Bible was made. They're talking about a virgin. A virgin meant young woman only. Don't mean they hadn't had sex. I don't know what the age is, but they telling me that. So that means to me, Jesus' mama might not have been a virgin. Who am I talking to? We also know Jesus wasn't the only person born of a virgin. So are they saying that it was a lot of children being born from young girls because the perverted ass men was fucking children? Probably. But they made it poetic in the Bible, the evil that run through it. It make you assume whoever you are internally when you read that Bible is what's going to come out. It's what you're going to pull out of it. I'm telling you, I went to church a long time and certain things in the Bible the preacher never preached on. They pick and choose the parts to control you. That's how the Bible was made. The evil flows through it. They know if they give you certain passages, that's why people who do root work, they use certain passages. The passages that the pastors use over and over and over and over and over again that they gave power. I just heard 6 years. Something very significant too about the number 6. It got to be, because if they gonna give the devil 3 6s, it got to be something very, they got to be a lucky number, a healing number. I'm hearing every 6 years, all your, what is that? All your, cells reproduce, are made new every 6 years. I just heard that. I think they said cells. I'm not sure. I'm hearing too, like, it was a lot of surrogacy going on with virgin women back in those times. Meaning young women. Listen, y'all better listen. Just meditate, Scorpio. I'm leaving it there, Scorpio. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.